Hi friends, I'm sitting here in my dining room today. I want to try to quickly share something with you. I had mentioned in my last video that Alex had hand, foot, and mouth disease, or it's a virus. I strongly encourage you to, when you're done listening to this video, just Google hand, foot, and mouth and click, images where the pictures come up so you could see what that looks like for people when they have that. I mentioned, I think in the last video as well, that Alex, his mother said that he had spiked the fever on Tuesday. Now, whether on Monday or not, the rash was there, I don't know. They didn't tell us. But when we got him back Tuesday, we took him to the emergency room because there was the rash on his hands, his feet, and around his mouth area, the whole area in here. And so that's when they told my son that he had hand, foot, and mouth. And it is running kind of rampant here in this area. Somebody posted a comment on my last video, and I think they live in New York, and they had a friend whose child was also diagnosed with that. So it just must be kind of here in this northeastern part of the country. It's, it's going around. And we don't know how he contracted it, and we're not going to try to figure it out. It's probably from a public place. The thing is, my son was told at the emergency room that it lasts a week to 10 days. He was told that the blisters would begin to break open at some point. They would crust over. It's pretty basically like chickenpox does that, And that he would be, not feeling well. With the fever, he would be sleeping, which he did. But he would be probably fussing and crying, which he did because of the discomfort, and especially inside the mouth, because they get all the blisters and the soreness in their mouth as well. When my son came home from the emergency room and said what it was, I immediately went to friends of mine who, like me, believe in the power of prayer. I'm a very praying person. I have a very strong belief in God, and I believe that He hears us when we pray. And I have other friends that they also believe in the power of prayer. Now, before I go any further, I don't know if any of you out there have seen the movie War Room, and if you haven't, it's on, I think it's on Stars this month. And I recorded it, and it was the first time I've ever seen it. And I had heard about it, but I didn't go to the movie to see it. But I did watch it finally. You could rent it, probably off of Netflix. You could rent it at, what is it, Redbox. I don't rent movies anymore, so I don't know. You could buy it over at Walmart or wherever they sell videos. And, I would watch that movie. It's about this lady who appears to be in her 30s, and her life is beginning to spin out of control. She's a real estate agent. She goes to sell the house of this woman who is a woman of faith and prayer. She believes in the power of prayer, and she's able to help this girl. It's a very good movie. I don't want to tell anymore. But for myself, if you've ever seen that movie, or if you do see that movie, the older lady that's helping this younger lady to learn how to pray and so forth, I'm like that older lady. Like, I pray like that lady does. And I'm saying all of this to say this. I'm going to show you some video footage of Alex now. I didn't take any pictures or do any video footage or anything. I didn't even, like I said in the last video, I didn't even film doing any vlogging or anything because Alex was so sick. And I didn't want to show all the blisters and things like that because it's gross, and who wants to see that, you know what I mean? So I just left that out, and I didn't show you guys. But like I said, if you Google what hand, foot, and mouth looks like, especially when children get it, you can imagine what Alex looked like. I do have to say, some of those pictures that I saw, Alex did not have a real bad case like that, but where the blisters were, there was the reddening and just everything. I say all of this to say, Alex, we've had a miracle here since yesterday. And let me continue a little bit more. So Tuesday, if he got sick Monday, it started Monday, but we're going to call it Tuesday. That's when he had the fever, and that's when we took him for medical attention. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I called my mom called me on Thursday. We were talking on the phone about different things, and she was wondering how Alex was. And she said, well, let me pray with you before I get off the phone. And my mom and I, we prayed together on the phone. And Alex had a really bad day that day. He did do a lot of sleeping. He slept it off a lot because he was spiking the high fever again and everything. And when my son came home from work, I said, you better call the doctor. Let's find out where we are in the progression of this thing, because none of my kids ever had hand, foot, and mouth. My brothers and myself, we never had it. I was never exposed to anybody that had it. So this was all new to me. All I knew was it lasts a week to 10 days. So when my son called the doctor, the nurse spoke to him and she conferred with that. It's a week to 10 days. And I even was on the phone with her and I said, can I ask you, he had a really, really bad day these last 3 days, and especially today, how much more longer of the pain and the crying? I just want to know what we're in for. When does this begin to subside a little bit? She says, when did he get sick? I said, well, it was Tuesday for us that we know of. And she says, you have till Monday or Tuesday of next week. I said, are you kidding? I said, he's going to be this uncomfortable till then? She goes, yeah. She says, and then the blisters are going to bust open. They're going to begin to crust over and scab. And if they don't, they usually begin to dry, and there's a lot of flaking skin and that sort of thing. And she says, you still have till next week. And then after the blisters begin to scab and everything into next week, you got to wait for those to fall off. It's just like chicken pox. Chicken pox, you're sick with it for like a week, but then they scab over the blisters, but then you got to wait for all that to come off. So really it's almost 10 days to 2 weeks before, the child's back to normal. And if you've had kids had chicken pox, you know that to be true. So I want to show you pictures or video footage of Alex now. Again, Thursday, he had a rough day. My mom prayed with us on the phone Thursday morning. When Josiah came home, he spoke with the nurse, and the nurse gave us that information, and I was like, that ain't going to do. I ain't having no sick baby. I don't want him being uncomfortable and that sort of thing. So after dinner, that's usually when I go and I have my alone time with prayer with God, where I go to God about all my issues and friends' issues and things like that. I really firmly believe in prayer. And so that was Thursday. When Josiah came down the stairs yesterday on Friday, and he took off because we didn't know what kind of day we were going to have. So he goes, I'm going to call off work tomorrow. He came downstairs with Alex. Alex looked so alert. He put him down after he changed his diaper. Alex was back to normal. He was watching TV. He was playing with his toys. When we were looking at his mouth, his hands, his feet, everything, I mean, gone. Yes, there's still like a few like little blisters in that, but they're not crusting over and they're not scabbing. But the rest of them, seriously, it's like they disappeared. They're just gone. He went to bed, fussing, blisters, redness, everything. Wake up Friday, seriously, it was a miracle overnight. And now it's Saturday morning, and my daughter's standing here holding Alex. He just woke up. I'm going to turn the camera now on him to show, well, we'll do in a second. No, I'm going to go over there. But seriously, yesterday he was back to normal. He didn't even have his medicine. I think we gave him Motrin once, maybe twice. I think my son gave him a little bit of Motrin before he went to bed. But I gave him Motrin in the afternoon just to give it to him, just in case if he was feeling any kind of discomfort. It's not that he was having discomfort, but even the medicine that they gave us that's for the mouth. It's like a rinse for the mouth. He didn't even have it yesterday. And yesterday, no crying. Nothing. Seriously, it was like a miracle. And so now I'm going to show you what Alex looks like. I wanted to do this video for you guys to show you that there is power in prayer. There certainly is. I believe in miracles. I believe in the power of prayer. And I wanted this to be encouragement for you guys because we're living in a crazy world. Lots of ugliness going on in the world. And I think that we need a good story. We need to have something good to hope and to believe and so forth. And the God that I serve, He loves me. He loves my family. He loves you too. And He wants us to speak with Him. He wants us to give all of our cares and our burdens and everything to Him. And He does hear us. And so anyway, I'm going to show you Alex. We got a little fussiness because we're just awake. He doesn't even want the camera on him. Let me show you his feet. Look at his feet. All he's got, it looks right here, it just looks like a little heat rash. Just little prickly things right there, see? But all the rest of it is gone. Here's his hand. That one blister, it's not even going to pop open because it's fading. You can tell it's fading there. And his face, look at that.
He's
oh,
like
I know. You want to come see
so
me.
Early.
I know. All his blisters, everything. It's just gone. Here's his other hand. Whoops. Don't fall down. There's his other hand here. See? Look. Everything is just gone. That is a true miracle, you guys. That is a true miracle. He's still supposed to be sick. He's still supposed to have blisters that are red and crusting and everything. And nothing. So anyway, he got sick Tuesday. It was supposed to be a week to 10 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days he was sick. Yesterday, Friday, like I said, we woke up yesterday. All of that you see today is what we saw yesterday. Everything was just gone. And here it is Saturday. It's not even a week yet. So anyway, I just want to share that with you. And until next video, you guys take care.